Nancy Grace, welcome back to TMZ Live. We know you were watching. Your reaction the moment that the verdict came down?
Well, I'm curious as to how you think I would have reacted, but I can tell you I'm shattered. I'm devastated. I feel like I got kicked in the stomach and in the teeth, and I'm sure that makes all of Sean Combs, a.k.a. Diddy's followers, happy. But I'd like to point out that there are other people much more devastated than I am. That would be his rape victims. They're devastated. And dare I speak for victims all across the country, they're devastated because it does show that there is rich man's justice, which is very different from what I believe justice is supposed to be. I think Sean Combs is guilty on all counts. And I'm sorry the jury couldn't understand the facts the way I understand them. And another thing, all the joyous rapture dancing in the halls of the courthouse, cheers erupting outside the courthouse. We haven't had sentencing yet. And when I read, for instance, your banner, shame on you. The banner should be Sean Combs convicted on 2 felonies, facing a potential 20 years.
No, not at all.
What?
Let me make the point.
There was more serious
They would
sentences
never have
for the other
filed
charges.
these charges against him if it were just the Mann Act. These charges, Nancy, were filed because of Cassie's lawsuit alleging what the prosecutors lost in this case. They never would have filed this case. This is a nonviolent crime. If committed in a state, might even be a misdemeanor. So to say that he was convicted and that's the headline is just wrong.
You're right. He did get acquitted on the most serious charge. You're right. There has been a lot of ridicule heaped on the state. But I can tell you this, Levin, I've gone into court many, many times thinking I would lose. And why did I do it? Because I believe in trying to do what you believe in, what you think happened, what you think is true. I understand the cross-examination of Cassie Ventura. I understand what she said in some of her texts to pacify, to placate Sean Combs. I get it. And they crossed her on that, and they won. You're right. Sean Combs acquitted on the most serious charge, and that would be RICO.
How does this make you feel about juries and how they feel about women who are testifying about being victims?
It makes me feel horrible, because how can I, with a straight face, counsel other rape victims to come forward, that there will be justice in the end? How can I do that after this? Don't worry, I am not giving up on the justice system. But yeah, I agree, especially on Cassie. And I'm not saying that Jane was lying, but I think Jane had much more to be cross-examined on than Cassie did.
I know you're saying the jury got it wrong, and how does it make other victims feel? But this was a 12-person jury that was diverse, and they listened to the testimony. By all accounts, they took it seriously from everybody observing in the courtroom. When you watch it, and 12 people come up with the same conclusion, doesn't it require a very big leap to say they got it wrong?
Maybe for you, but I will say this. I think that the cross-examination of Cassie, especially with the text, and of course the cross-examination of Jane, was very effective. And given the effective nature of the cross-exam, I think it weakened their credibility. Do I believe Cassie? I still believe Cassie. I do. I think she was raped. I think she was beaten and forced to go back into free coughs. I think that happened. I believe that happened, and I will go to my grave saying that happened. But she, according to this jury, did not withstand cross-exam. Period. And while many people are taking great joy in attacking the prosecutors had the balls to go in and try one of the most wealthy and well-known musical artists of our time. So yes, they lost on a couple of counts. They won on a couple of counts. And I predict there will not be an appeal bond.